What's good in the hood, YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing another video. Today I'm bringing you a video regarding Morphicon. I'm bringing you a video talking about what panels I am considering going to. I looked through the list of panels. There's a whole bunch of them. If you go to the website, you can find them. Obviously, it's the official Morphicon website. You go there, you'll see it pretty easily. So, you know, obviously I wanted to come up with a list so that it would be easy for me when I go to the convention, where I'm not scrambling to figure out when panels happen, and so I'm not missing things, so I can work things out for me. The whole schedule is up there as far as what they have. Obviously, certain things may change due to the fact that when all this happens, they tend to do slight updates, and they still might announce something today, since today is Wednesday as of when I'm making this, and they still might announce some extra guests last minute. It's hard to say, and also there's the mystery guest that they're announcing, which obviously people are still wondering who it could be. I'm leaning towards probably someone from the new movie. I don't know yet, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm thinking of a lot of people probably, because apparently it's rumored that there might be a lot of people that are being announced, rather than like even 4. Like, it might be a lot more than 4 people, so it's pretty exciting. So let's go through the panels anyway. We're here for the panels, obviously. What am I considering going to? Whether or not I am going or not, well, we'll have to wait. It will depend on what I choose to do. Obviously, there are other things I want to do. I want to obviously get autographs, maybe take pictures, maybe get things signed if I can. I do have some DVD boxes, so I might like remove certain DVDs from and just like the cases, and just take the cases with the DVDs in them and just have actors sign on the case or whatever. That would be cool. I have to wait and see what I can do and what makes sense. Let's see here though. So starting off with the first panel that I was considering doing is Make It Lightspeed Rescue. That is at 5 p.m. on Friday, August 12th. So we're doing the Friday schedule. So yeah, that is one. It's in Ballroom D&E. I'm looking at that one because Lightspeed is getting a ton of attention. The only actor obviously that we're missing is the Blue Ranger from Lightspeed, so if we got him, we basically would be able to have a Lightspeed reunion in every way possible, especially since Sasha Craig is showing up, which is a huge deal since she's never really done a convention before, and I really want to meet her because she would be so cool to meet. Let's see here. The next panel that I was considering, and remember, just because I choose one doesn't mean that I'm necessarily going to go to it, but it's one that I'm like, obviously I'm thinking about a little bit more and I'm tempted by. Also, if you remember, I'm a platinum. I have a platinum membership that I'm going to be getting, which means that I will be able to get into the convention an hour earlier than anyone that is, I believe it's silver or less. So that is important to know, because I believe gold also has that right. Then let's go through the next panel that I was considering, which I have 2 possibilities that I was possibly considering. One is the MMPR movie. The reason why I'm considering going to that one is because they're gonna have, they're gonna have Paul Freeman. They're gonna have a couple of actors that are specific from the movie, as well as some of the Rangers, which is very cool. And I kind of want to see Paul Freeman. Like, that's kind of awesome. I would love to just hear that convention go on, like that panel go on. So I'm tempted. The other panel that's going on at the same time, which I'm also like, I like this. If I had, but I'll explain it anyway, is Props, Scripts, and Costumes Making It Happen, which is a panel in Ballroom C, while the other one's in Ballroom D&E. And that one is going on at the same time around 6. And obviously that's to do with props from the show, so they probably will have props there, which is tempting because I love to see props in person like that. Like, that just sounds cool if they show up some really neat stuff. Also, costumes, I'm curious, and scripts and all that. Obviously, that could also be in the perspective of like how they are made and how things are done. But I'm sure that they would also show off stuff, because why not? But yeah, that is tempting. Obviously, a lot of stuff I can also watch online. So if I miss one panel, big deal. I can watch it online and see whatever it was. A lot of times people do film all this stuff, so even if you miss one panel, you can find it online and see what you missed, even if you weren't there in person. So that is something that I'm considering. The next panel that I was considering for Friday is Thunderstorm Emergency. Now you may think to yourself, what is that? Thunderstorm Emergency is a panel for Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, and SPD. Now, for those that don't know, Ninja Storm, we're getting Dragito Vargas, who is who was the Navy Blue Ranger. So I'm tempted by him because I really would love to meet him, because I didn't get the chance to actually meet him last time. I only saw him and I took a picture of him while I was there. And then there was the Dino Thunder panel, which we're getting, I believe, we have Latham Gaines, so that means we have like 3 actors, I think, like that from Dino Thunder. So that's pretty big. And then we have like 2, I think, from SPD. Surprisingly, I think Brandon McLaren is not showing up, which is interesting. But obviously, Chris Violet is not showing up, sadly, which would have been awesome. Then we have Faces of Evil. That panel I'm really tempted by because that's going to have all the villains. And it's really cool because a lot of those villains are voice actors. And what that means is that you will get to hear them use their voices and do all sorts of cool stuff. So that panel especially I'm really, really tempted by because it just sounds so fun. Like, I really want to hear some of their voices, and also because they're gonna have a lot of villains there. I mean, they're gonna have Kate Sheldon. They're gonna have, who played Nadira. They're gonna have Rancic. They're gonna have oh my god. I mean, they're gonna have a lot of voice actors there, and it's gonna be really cool. And especially since they just announced like Neil Kaplan as well. Like, that's gonna be interesting if they actually decide to put him at that panel, because I would think that would make sense. And they've brought him to panels in the past. So yeah, that is the Friday schedule, what it looks like for me, what I'm considering. And obviously some of these panels I'm considering, but certain ones I'm not necessarily going to go to. I have to figure out what I want to do. Then we come to the Saturday schedule, which is Making Music with Ron Wasserman was the first one I was possibly considering. That's at 10. Since I will be able to get in that early, I am considering it. Then we have at 11 a panel that I'm definitely going to, which is the Saban Dino Supercharge panel, which is for the current season of Power Rangers, obviously. So I do want to hear them talk and all that and see a lot of the actors, because that's a panel that I, like, no matter what, I want to go to. Everyone, like, pretty much everyone always goes to that panel. They also tend to announce at that panel the Ninja Steel actors, which I kind of want to see in person, and they also reveal the trailer usually, so that's kind of big incentive. And the thing is that we don't even know. They might announce then. They might also show off the trailer for the movie. That, or at 12, which follows after that eventually, is the Saban Brands Toys and Collectibles Power Hour. That is curious to me, because I want to know if that really is going to be like, what it's going to be about, and how it's going to work, because those 2 panels in a row, I kind of want to go to, like, really badly. I'm not joking either. Like, I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what those panels have in store. So we'll have to wait and see, obviously. But at the same time, while that's happening, there's the Jew Ranger Dinosaur Fantasy panel going on. So if you're a Jew Ranger fan, which I kind of am tempted by as well, because it's like, I don't know what the Power Hour one is really yet, but at the same time it's like I really want to know what it's about. And then the Jew Ranger one I'm like really tempted by, because I love Jew Ranger and I would love to just hear some of the Japanese actors talk and all that stuff, and just kind of get that kind of connection and hear what happens and all that. But I could also watch online. I don't know, it's hard for me. We'll have to figure it out. We then, I put down 2 possibilities, which is 1 p.m. on Saturday, which is the Super Mega Force Gets Legendary panel in Ballroom D&E, which I'm considering because Super Mega Force was the veterans team, so I tend to watch the panel for the veterans team just to see their perspective of like, oh, we were in the spotlight and now we're not, so what is it like now not being as focused or whatever, and hearing from their perspective. At the same time, they have the Super Samurai Forever panel going on, so that is also tempting. I saw that last time and when they were in the veteran spot, so I'm kind of tempted this time to see the Super Mega Force one, just to see it, since they're in now they're in the veteran spot, so we'll see. Then at 2 there is the Forever Reds panel that I'm going to pretty much no matter what. That is a panel where they will have all the Red Rangers that are coming to the convention in one place together, where they will talk about different things, answer questions, of course. And then one thing that's awesome is that they will all morph. So imagine all these actors, they'll morph and they'll do all the gestures and everything like that. It will be like, it's morphin' time, shift into turbo, let's rock it, go galactic, you know, Lightspeed rescue, you know, time force, you know, all that stuff. It will be really crazy, and a lot of times they'll do it all together or they'll do it individually. It really depends. I don't know what they're planning on doing this time, but we'll obviously have to wait and see. So we'll see. Then at 3, oh no, yeah, that 3 we have the Enter the Lost Galaxy or the MMPR the series panel. That's a hard one because the Enter the Lost Galaxy, they're actually getting like a decent number of actors from the season that are showing up. So it is tempting in the sense that Lost Galaxy is a pretty awesome season. At the same time, the MMPR the series panel, I saw what they had last time, and it would be interesting just because there's gonna be so many actors, I guarantee at that. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how that works out. So I'm kind of tempted by that, of course. The next panel is one that I am definitely gonna go to. That is one that I am leaning extremely towards, and that is the 15 years of Time Force panel. Why? I'm a huge Time Force fan. Like, that's my favorite season of Power Rangers, and the other thing is that it's the 15th anniversary, and I would just be so happy to just see all these actors together, and you know, see them all morph, and just have them all in the same room and just see like the Time Force cast, like the entire Time Force cast basically all together. Obviously without the father of West, but he's dead sadly, but you get my point. It would be really awesome. The next panel that I'm considering a lot is the Order panel. For those that do not know, there is a movie that is in development featuring a lot of Power Ranger actors from various seasons of the show, ranging from as early as Mighty Morphin to as late as even Dino Supercharge. I'm not joking. Yeah, Yoshi Sudarso is showing up, is part of that movie, and so is Azia Rizik, who is the, you know, Super Mega Force Black Ranger. So a lot of actors from a whole bunch of different seasons are getting parts in it. So if you're a fan of Power Rangers and you like a lot of different seasons, you will want to hear this panel. And not to mention, there's going to be like, probably that panel might be one of the biggest panels. So if you're interested in seeing so many actors in one place at a time and just hearing about the movie and what's going on with it, definitely worth going to. Definitely worth going to. Then there's the iShine concert, which I'm considering. I don't know for a fact. For those who don't know, iShine is the band that Johnny Young Bosch, the actor who played Adam the Black Ranger in MMPR and also the Green Ranger in Zeo and Turbo, is the singer of, and he's the lead person from. Then we have the Sunday schedule. Sunday schedule is an interesting one due to the fact that I really don't have too much time Sunday to really do much, because I have to get back home and go to work the next day. So I'm kind of leaving on the earlier side because it's going to take several hours to get from where I live, from where the convention is to home and all that. And yeah, just how it is. So let's go through the panels that I'm considering going to, even if I don't necessarily go to them. This one I'm kind of tempted a lot by is Yellow for Yellow Rangers. What is that panel? It's all the Yellow Rangers that are going to the convention. So basically it's the equivalent to Forever Red, except it's like Forever Yellow, except it's a pun in this case. And the thing is that there's a lot of Yellow Ranger actors that are showing up. In fact, Yellow and Red are probably the most as far as actors from a season that are showing up. So that's pretty exciting. We then have the 6th Ranger to the Rescue panel, which features all the 6th Ranger actors from the various seasons that are showing up to the convention. That is super tempting, of course, for me. Then we have Operation Pizza Apocalypse, which features actors from Operation Overdrive, Jungle Fury, and Power Rangers RPM. That's going to be an interesting one, especially since Operation Overdrive has one actor, which is really cool. Jungle Fury has, I think, 2 actors, I believe, showing up, which is also really awesome. And RPM's getting 2 as well. So we're going to have like 5 actors in one place, and they're actors that don't usually show up to conventions. Although Anna Hutchinson definitely does, I believe that's right. The Yellow Ranger from that season, from Jungle Fury. So that is pretty exciting. And Ari Boland does show up fairly often. Let's see here. At 2, I was considering, even though I know I won't be able to be there for that, probably, is Stronger Than Before, Zeo to Turbo. That is a panel that will feature the Zeo Rangers as well as the In-Space Rangers. Yes, Unfortunately, they are not doing a panel specifically for in space, which is really confusing to me, because you would think that they would want to go out of their way to do that. But also at the same time, I do understand, since Turbo and In Space kind of connected to each other, so it's sort of like it makes sense, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. And that's fine, you know, and I'll watch it online, but that definitely is one that I want to see. The next one is the Super Sentai Legacy, which is basically a similar thing to the Zyuranger one, except in this case it's going to have the Zyuranger actors and the Dairanger actors, and it will probably also talk about Sentai in general and how that works. And, you know, obviously it'll give perspective to people that don't know about Sentai. For those who do not know, obviously Sentai is the Japanese material that comes that America takes all the Power Ranger stuff from, and it is a very different show, but still borrows a lot of footage, especially with the Megazord battles and the Ranger fights, so that is important to note. Then the last one that I was considering, obviously I won't be able to see it, is Bulk and Skull Bring Down the Con. The reason why I'm not going to see it, if you're curious, is because I have to, like, I think my flight on Sunday is like 2 p.m. so I won't be able to see that one. I might be able to see like the 11 and the 12 possibly. We'll have to wait and see. I don't really know anything for sure, but the Bulk and Skull Bring Down the House would be cool, just because Pauly Shire was not able to show up last time, and it would be nice to see him show up. He played, obviously, Bulk. Jason Harvey did show up last time, but it's good to see both of them together, since that will be a fun interaction between the two of them. And also, I just kind of want to meet Pauly Shire a lot, because I was disappointed last time when he didn't show up, because I really wanted to meet him, just because, you know, he obviously held the reins a lot of times in as far as the comedy duo goes. But, you know, I saw Jason Darby last time. He was cool, but he got my point. So that's about it as far as panels that I'm considering. Obviously, none of these panels are ones that I am absolutely going to, but at the same, like, I mean, some of these are like ones that you can, like I've said before, like, oh, I'm probably, like, no matter what, gonna go to. And then there's some where it's like, I would love to go to, but if I don't, I'll watch it online. But, you know, obviously there are plenty that I'm like, I have to go to. So if you are going to the convention, and if you're curious, I will be at some of these panels, and if you're looking around and you see me, say hi, of course, and I will definitely respond back, and I'm going to be there as well. For those that do not know, also, I actually have business cards that I'm going to be handing out at the convention, so you can actually contact me through its stuff, whether like through a lot of social media and stuff like that regarding YouTube, just YouTube and a lot of other things. So you know, if you're there, you'll be able to get that, and you know, say hi to me, of course, and we'll be able to talk or whatever. So I'm looking forward to seeing any of you guys that are going, and if you're not, then I hope you guys watch it online, and if you do, I hope you enjoy it, because it's going to be a lot of fun. And this is my second Power Morphicon that I've gone to. I went to the one last time, and I'm going to this one, and last time I had so much fun, and I just can't wait to go again. So please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. And if you're going to the convention, I will see you guys there. So until then, guys, I'm Crazy Samurai 71, and goodbye, guys.